Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with another video. Now I know I haven't made any videos regarding Brown Dust, but you should know I have been playing the game and I'm actually enjoying the game. But there's several actual issues I found with the game and I want to talk about in today's video. There is an issue with the duping, the gears as well. But overall, I actually love the game. I feel like this game is a fresh of breath here in terms of all the gacha games we've gotten recently. This is definitely one of the most unique ones because the world exploration, not really exploration, the world depth is actually pretty good and insane. It honestly feels a little bit like a PC game, but they added gacha elements. Obviously PC games, they dive way into it even more, but this feels like a surface level or entry, or it just feels like a very good game in general with the character designs, the animation, everything is polished. But there is several issues that I want to talk about. So I don't by no means say this game is terrible, but there is a couple of red flags that I've picked up on that could potentially make free-to-play players and a lot of players decide to quit on a game. And yeah, so let's talk about it. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, stay tuned for more content on Brown Dust 2. I will be making videos on this game, continuously making videos on the game. I am actually enjoying my time. I have been progressing a lot. So yeah, make sure you are subscribed so that you guys don't miss out on any future content on the game. Now, one of the main issues I have found in the game is the lack of gem income. Now, as a free-to-play player, you're going to need as much gems as possible, and as you know, obviously games don't have to make it as easy as possible to get every gems, but the fact that I can take a look at the dailies, the weekly stuff, and I can realize that the gem income is absolutely garbage. PvP as well, I don't think they give you, yeah, they don't give you gem resources from PvP, and the tower mode I don't think has has a gem resource as well. So the only way you can get your gems is the one-time option, which is to go into your story and complete story, and that's how you get gems. And obviously as you complete your story, you won't finish the story entirely as you start the game obviously, but as you progress and you finish all the story, you have no way of getting gems, like proper way of getting free-to-play gems without spending, and that is absolutely atrocious in my opinion. And honestly, if you take a look at the requirements for dupes as well, or like the upgrades in dupes, when you get the characters dupe, oh my days, the characters become insane. So obviously if you are a free-to-play player, you can only hope to get one copy of the costume you want. Sorry about that little pause. Yeah, you can only have enough, or you'll try to get only one copy of that costume you want. But even getting one duplicate of that costume actually buffs your character significantly for some of the costumes available. And honestly, with the amount of or lack of gem income in this game, you won't be able to dupe up your costumes except as like the 3-star ones, the 4-star ones, the 5-star ones. Nah. Now obviously in gacha games, no one ever, or especially if you're free to play, the chances, you know, the only goal for you is to just get one copy. But in this game where duplicates is literally like must have in terms of being able to deal more damage and insane, I'll be very good, especially in PvP. This basically screams pay to win. Like arena is going to be garbage, absolute garbage. Just having one duplicate is enough to throw off your entire, or beat off the entire team, especially when there's 5-star duplicates. When you buff them up, become insane. But honestly, that's if you're going against whales, and obviously PvP is always a whales game, so as a free-to-play player you don't necessarily have to worry about that. They don't even give you gems from the arena, so you don't really need to stress too much about it. But arena does give out like a resource. I don't know what that resource does exactly right now. I will take a look at that. But progressing in this game is definitely going to be a lot harder if you don't spend. Now obviously you can take your time with it, which I actually recommend. This game is very like, I like the aspect of like walking around beating bosses. There is no sweeping, and I think that's because stamina in this game is basically locked per day, so you can't gain extra stamina. It's not, I don't think it's like the recharge system in most gacha games. I feel like it's the one where you can only get back all your stamina after a reset, and that is it. And honestly, that basically shows why they don't want to do sweeping or making auto farming easier, which to be honest a lot of people can find as a red flag. There is about 40 stamina, and each thing you do uses 1, so you have to do 40 battles to completely use your stamina. And obviously it's recommended to use all your stamina before a reset happens. Now, do you have time to do 40 combat? Well, it depends on what you're farming, and to be honest, yeah, you can actually use it relatively easy. Now the auto feature, the auto hunting feature, okay, yeah, it is good, I guess, but you have to leave your screen on. So in this day where new gacha games are coming out with sweeping function, it kind of feels weird to have this game, but then you realize that this game isn't like every gacha game. This game is one of those, like, it feels like a PC game that you put it on, you play this game for like a couple of hours, and you can exit out. You've done all you can for that day, and that is great. You can grind. Obviously when you run out of stamina, you're grinding stars, but then I actually recommend buying that stamina pack. However, once again, you're just using gems that you should be getting costumes of characters. Now, one thing I do like about this game is you can get 5-star characters with a scroll, a guaranteed 5-star character. You can just pick and you can actually select the ones you want, which is actually good. But I can't find a way to actually keep getting the scrolls relatively, like, not easy, but like getting it every single week or every single day. So I'm not really so sure how you get scrolls more in the future, because I know from now we can get the scrolls from logging in. I don't know of any other way to get scrolls, maybe by completing story, because story does give us a bunch of like resources we need. But that scroll function, or the entire idea of getting 5-star characters you want, is pretty nice. However, I can only see of like 3 potential ways, or you will probably only be able to have 3 of the 5-star scrolls for now. 2 of them from pre-registration, and the last one should be from getting, actually all 3 of them should be from pre-registration. You just convert the 3-star scrolls to 4-star scrolls, and 4-star scrolls to 5-star scrolls, and I feel like 3 is the only 3 5-star casters is the only one you can get. Now, one thing I do like about this game is the fact that the premium battle pass you can actually buy with in-game resources. You don't have to spend money, which is amazing for free-to-play players. But I'm having an issue with it right now, in the sense that the days left, so I have like 10 days left. I didn't start Brown Dust at the start of the game. I think I started like 2 days later. But why is the battle pass, is it ending like in 10 days, and we have about 15 levels to do, so roughly about that, and it feels like you won't be able to get enough XP to actually complete the entire of the battle pass. The battle pass is amazing. I could definitely recommend using your 1000 gems to get it, but can you actually guarantee getting yourself all the way to the end within the day or the time limit? I am not really too sure about that. Maybe this is just an anomaly in terms of when the battle pass or when the game was released, so it's towards the end of the month, so they wanted to make sure the battle pass wasn't too long. But right now I don't see myself buying the battle pass, just because I know I can't reach the end, but there's so many amazing resources in the battle pass, which is great, and I like that. But like I said, gem income is absolutely going to ruin this game if they don't find a way to add gems in this game. Duping as well, oh my days, the buffs from duping is insane. Even the 3-star characters, when you have dupes for them, bruh, they go nuts, honestly nuts. When you have a maxed out 3-star character, some of them might even be better to use compared to your 1-star 5-star character with no dupes in for the costumes, and it's insane. Now in this game, having multiple costumes is the goal, because you get cooldown, but as you have multiple costumes, you can basically use different skills of that character with different costumes, which is insane. But once again, that just shows that you need a lot of costumes. And how do you get these costumes? Well, gacha. And how can you gacha? Using gem resources. But where is the gem income? Absolutely non-existent. So honestly, I'm having a blast in this game. Everyone is going to pretty much enjoy the game when they go in, if they love their like actual playing games, because recent gacha games is putting everything in auto. You can actually do auto as well, but you still need to like press certain buttons, like to traverse the world, do a little puzzle. To be honest, the puzzle really isn't a puzzle. Another issue that I find a little bit, but I actually like that. Many people are actually interested in puzzles, like actually completing the hard puzzles, but probably not like the puzzles here, because the puzzles are as easy as pie. Like 5 seconds it takes to literally clear the puzzle, and I love that. I don't want to spend time on tedious puzzles, and I like the fact that the game does that. But I can admit that it's a pathetic idea of a puzzle. But I love it. I love it, but I can see a lot of people saying that this is just a waste of time if I know I can beat this or do this in 5 seconds. But I actually like that idea. I like the idea of like monsters in the world. It's like Pokemon, honestly. It feels a little bit like Pokemon, and the skills you can use, it feels actually good. I do love this game in that aspect. But please, I have 2 issues. I have another issue. The fact that there is no advertising of the game. I haven't seen any single advertisement, and that is going to suck, because you need more players in your game. Right now they only have 100k download, which is actually quite good for like the game that came out like 3 to 4 days ago, but we need way more people joining into the game. Honestly, way more people. This game is absolutely fun. Highly recommend it. However, for now it's fun, but I can definitely see as we progress, as banner comes out, we are gonna absolutely hate the game in sense of we can't summon. Like the new banner, the banners we have right now, I've done so many story that I've used my gems and I've done about 120 summons. This is insane. Many free-to-play players are not able to actually do 120, but I was grinding this game. Like honestly, I didn't leave this game. I played this game for 6 hours or 8 hours straight in one day, and that's how I was able to actually progress as far as possible and get as much gems as possible. But I will say that I still haven't reached 200 summon, I can't pity this costume. And I know, wait a minute, if a gacha has 3% rate and the character has a pity of 200 and the game does not give you enough income to even do 200 from the first banner in the game, that means in the future you won't even be able to summon for any of the character. And the fact that the pity is at 200 basically says do not summon unless you can pity, and I hate games that do that. Tower of Fantasy was the first game that actually pissed me off when that was a thing, because some of the characters were very cool to get, but you can't, well, it isn't recommended to summon unless you can pity it, because the pity just goes away and nothing done with it. So I don't know if the pity goes away, but with other styles of games that do this stuff, they go away. So all the resources I use, the pity I've built up will probably disappear. That 120 would disappear, and that would absolutely suck. Especially, like I said, the gem income sucks balls. So please, Neo Wiz, oh my days, you have yourself an amazing game right now. So please implement a new system to give us gems, because right now that is going to piss off people, and there's a lot of red flags screaming right now. The dupes being absolutely important, and in PvP, damn, you're going to get smoked if you don't have dupes. So even a 1-star dupe or 2-star dupe for your costume is going to literally propel your character insanely, and the difference is mad, absolute mad, and you definitely need dupes. Well, not really for maybe for PvE. The content is actually relatively harder than most gacha games I've seen, but it's actually depth in this game. Absolutely amazing, like the detail in this game, with characters have a special unique skill used for exploration in the sense of cooking, alchemy, crafting. That is insane. This is the only amazing game. But please, oh my days, they have themselves a golden goose right now, but they're ruining it with the gacha as well. Oh my days, I forgot to talk about it. The gear gacha sucks balls as well. I swear no one should ever summon for gear in this game. There is RNG with the stats, which sucks. Another issue is the RNG factor in this game is way too many. That makes it feel like another PvP game. PvP game have a lot of RNG because there's no gacha. You're basically like grinding as much as possible, so that's why there's a lot of need of RNG, so that people can carry on playing the game and have a lot of RNG. But as this is a mobile game, many people won't like that aspect, especially when you don't have time. Now the only reason why I'm able to actually play this game right now is because I have time. I just literally finished an exam like a month ago. Now I'm chilling, but once school starts, my uni starts again, I will not have time to be grinding as much as possible and trying to, you know, get the gears with the perfect roll of stats or perfect stats. I don't want that. This game is filled with it. Even your gear upgrading as well. Right now I haven't found an issue with the amount of gold required, but that's only because I'm in R gear right now. There is SR gear, there is EX gear. How much is the gold required to upgrade this gear? I feel like it's going to be extremely high as you progress. And then there was also that factor where you can fail your upgrade. The chances it becomes really annoying, and I hate that aspect. RNG with upgrading, RNG with the stats you can pull, RNG with the upgrade of the stat. Oh my days, there is too many RNG factor in this game that will piss off a lot of people, but at the same time it's fun. I don't know, right now I am feeling like I have time to do this, but I can see that as a mobile game, you need to be aware that people play mobile games because they don't have time to play PC game. So if you create a mobile game that is so close to PC game, it is going to be kind of annoying to play. And I know people who's going to be annoyed, like, why is this guy calling this a PC game? It feels like it. There's world depth, the characters have special unique skill that you have to grind. There's a lot of grinding basically, which makes it feel like a PC game, and the grinding doesn't feel too boring, but definitely can become very annoying in the future. It feels like a perfect game, but they decided to add gacha elements. Honestly, the costumes would have been nice to you know what, the costume aspect as well. The only company I've seen do this is Limbus. The only game I've seen done this type of idea is Limbus Company, and I love that idea. You upgrade this character, and you have different costumes on that character. That is insane, and that costume is basically the characters you're summoning for. I actually love that aspect as well. This game is very, very unique. One of the most unique games that to be released this year, and actually fun. So please, NeoWiz, do not butcher it. I have barely any faith in this game because I don't know any of the good games they've created. I've looked at the games they create, and I have no faith in them, honestly, because they have a good game right now, and if they ruin it, it's going to be bad. It's been about AC Gamer. That's all I really wanted to talk about right now. I've talked about some of the issues plaguing this game, but some of the red flags. They need to fix this stuff because this game is absolutely amazing and it's about to be ruined when people realize the gem income non-existent. When that 2 banner goes away, a lot of people was like, wait, I can't summon because I can't progress in story and I don't have gems. Where am I going to get gems? Literally going to be the answer for everyone, or a question that everyone's going to be asking. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm out.